Hey guys, in this video we are going to talk about our experience in South India, and we start with Kerala, God's own country. So stay tuned till the end and let's start.
So we visited Kerala in December, so the temperature was very pleasant. It was around 30 to 35 degrees Celsius and it was sunny most of the time, but it was also humid compared to the northern part of India. But I visited it also in March and it was a completely different story. It was really humid. It was like 35 degrees, but every time it was sunny. It rains a couple of times, but that's fine and that's also good. The air quality in South India is also way better than compared to the cities in North India. So on that part, on the beach side, was very good.
We booked our accommodations through booking.com, and in the beginning of our stay in
Tiruvananthapuram.
we stayed in a hotel because it was my first time in India, so we wanted to be safe and we didn't know how my body would actually react to the climate change. And we stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn that cost approximately $64 per night. So it was a little bit expensive, but it offered international and local food, which was really great, and also had great service.
Yeah, it was a really comfortable stay, and in general in Kerala, the people are really friendly. For instance, there was one time where I forgot my smartphone in the cab. And yeah, I wasn't able to contact the cab driver, but everyone in the hotel helped me and they came up with solutions. But at some point, eventually the cab driver came back and gave it himself. So really nice. After staying in Tiruvananthapuram or Trivandrum, we went to Varkala, where we stayed at Hope Hostels. It was called the Lost Hostel before, when I was the first time in Kerala. And this was for a really good price. It was approximately like $70 per night, plus taxes. We had a small guest living with us, but the rooms are fine. They're not like luxurious or anything. They had a small balcony to chill in. But good thing about this hostel is if you wanna get to know some people, you can socialize very well with these people. However, when we both were there in December, there weren't that much people because it was like Christmas time. It was a completely different story in March. The internet is pretty good and fast in the cities. In Varkala, we also had no problems. In general, when you're in a town with many people, there's good internet. Sometimes the electricity can go away, so not only in accommodation but everywhere, like in restaurants or cafes. They have generators, but if you're relying on the Wi-Fi, then sometimes your work gets interrupted. So my suggestion for you is to get a local SIM card with internet for interrupted work. Internet is really cheap in India, and so the coverage is pretty good. Go with Airtel or JioSIM. I think it is difficult to get outside, I'm not sure about it, so it is best if you get it at the airport here. So the digital payment in India is really good, but it is difficult to get for foreigners. So for me, it's another story because I have an Indian bank account, but I didn't used to. So you can use the Check app, but for that you will need to do a verification in a big city, and the verification is in person, and you can only pay to merchant accounts, so you cannot pay to private accounts. But I have experience with Check as well, so get them before you land in India. For transport you can use Uber, but there are also local apps which are a bit cheaper, like Ola and Rapido, and of course you could always get a rickshaw. Here, bargain the price first, check on the apps how much it costs, so you know roughly. Of course, if you get the rickshaw without the app, it will cost a bit more, but that shouldn't be an issue.
The South Indian food in general is very spicy, but it's healthier than North Indian food. They eat a lot of meals with rice, lentils and vegetables, and they eat also a lot of curries with fruits like pineapple. The meals are for a cheap price. For example, we had a sadhya for approximately $2, so that was very good. And in
Tiruvananthapuram.
Yeah, we ate sadhya at a place called Madhavich Plaza, so definitely check it out. They're also very famous for chai. That's an Indian tea, which is very good, and especially in small stands on the street for a very good price. Varkala is more known for seafood, which was okay, but in my opinion a bit overpriced, so we didn't eat that much of it.
After Varkala, we visited Munnar, which is famous for its tea plantations. The food there was also good. It has like Tamil influences since it used to be a part of the state Tamil Nadu. So lots of stuff with lentils and rice, like dosa. And we were there, it was like fully packed since it's pretty touristy. And the main Munnar city is really crowded at that time.
So let's start with the activities. And in Trivandrum, there's not much to do. It is very religiously diverse, so you can see many churches, mosques and temples. And we visited one of the famous temples called Sri Padma
Sri Padma Swami temple.
But for us, it was a fail sightseeing.
Some lady told her that she cannot enter just because she's not Indian, so be aware of that.
Other than that, we walked through the museum garden park, which was a nice big park to walk and to chill at. It was very good visited, especially from young people.
Yeah, so not much to do in Trivandrum. Then we went to Varkala, where we wanted to surf actually. So we chose the school. I had an experience with them. It got recommended by the hostel. It's called Copacabana. So I had the WhatsApp number, so I negotiated the price. The instructors are pretty nice, very good service. They pick you up from the accommodation and then they take you to a really nice beach, which is not that crowded. So you cannot hurt anymore. There are no people around and it's pretty chill. And that's a way better option than doing it on the main Varkala beach. So pretty nice. In Varkala, there are two type of beaches or two parts. There's North Cliff and South Cliff. The North Cliff is where all of the cafes are. It's pretty crowded there and very touristy. There are lots of shop and stuff like that. And after that, we went to South Varkala, which is down the helipad. That's how it's called, the central area basically on the beach. And in the South Cliff, it's really chill. We had a really nice apartment with view outside.
Yeah, so regarding to the beaches, I noticed that the local women swim with clothes. So I would, as a foreigner, swim with clothes because it's more respectful if you do it also like the locals. After visiting Varkala, we traveled to Alepi, which is renowned for its houseboat tours, and booked a one-night stay. The staff welcomed us warmly with a refreshing drink. Our room was comfortable with a lovely view from the window, and the food was absolutely delicious. We met some nice people, and during our stop, we visited the giant temple with two other guests from the houseboat, which was quite beautiful.
After the experience at the houseboat in Alepi, we decided to go to Kochi, the capital, and we did nothing much. We just stayed there to go to Munnar later on, but we went to a kayaking tour. The good thing to note here is that the people are really extremely friendly in Kerala. So we were late for the tour, but the whole group waited for us. And for example, in Germany, that wouldn't be possible, and you would miss the tour. So yeah, we arrived there. The people waited for us, the instructor, and then we went all together with a group. And yeah, the trek was really peaceful. It was really nice. Had a good insights of the backwaters in Kochi, and you could also take a bath in between, which was nice. After the experience, we decided to go to Munnar and visit the tea plantation. We had a tour and we walked through the nice paths, enjoyed the view with a guide. You can only do that with a guide. So get a guide when you want to visit the tea plantations. He explained us a lot of things, but I think he talked shit at some points. Like he was saying that the elephants would shit in the tea plantation and break them and stuff like that. So I do not believe that the elephants walked through the tea plantation, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But all in all, it was worth it. It was nice. And in Munnar, there are lots of things you can do if you are a fan of nature. You can also visit other waterfalls, but I would recommend you to hire a driver so that you're more flexible and can get around. What we did, we visited a really nice Kathakali and Kalari Payattu show. So basically, these are like traditional dance and martial arts from Kerala. They were really nice, and it was like a modern theater which like had this traditional expression of arts, which was really nice.
This place is also known for the famous Bollywood song called
Kashmir Mein to Kanyakumari.
It's a very nice song, so definitely check that out. So, after our experiences, we think that Kerala is worth to visit. It gives very peaceful and chill vibes, and the weather is also very nice and pleasant in December. Additionally, it's a good place to work and connect with the locals. Did you visit Kerala? And if yes, what is your experience about it? And if no, then comment below what is your first impression of Kerala after this video. Would you like to visit it? See you in the next video, in which we talk about our experiences in Karnataka.